Wow, that looks horrible. There you go. Wow, that lighting looks so much better. Hello everyone. Today is Memorial Day. It is actually raining today, which is really sad because I wanted to go outside and tan, but I really don't want to do a lot of makeup today because I'm literally just going to be staying home. So I'm just going to do something really like at home friendly. It's going to be really simple. I'm not going to put any foundation on my face because I just don't want to, but we are going to do the skin prep and we are going to put primer on because you need to protect your face. I think I actually might do green eyeliner today. Just a little something because I am wearing this shirt. It has been crazy the past couple of days. Finally finished my college classes, but I've just had this like very interesting kind of like rude awakening of, I mean, I've known this for a while, but type 1 diabetics online and in person are just mean people, to be honest. Just mean. It's kind of a really weird relationship to have because there's been a couple instances where I've asked, you know, people like about type 1 and if they are type 1 and or if they're just diabetic in general, or they're complaining about their diabetes because of the whole Ozempic issue, and I ask and they get so offended. It's just a very weird situation to be in because, you know, I'm also a diabetic, but you don't see like a lot of my devices because I started wearing my Tandem on my legs and I actually really enjoy that. And then I also wear my Dexcom because it has to be close to the Tandem. I wear it on my lower like stomach, and I typically like it on my arm, but just because of where the Tandem is, like I want it to stay connected the whole time. I don't want to have the whole disconnect situation, and then that gets really annoying. Like that's the one thing that I don't like about the whole diabetic situation is like why are you like literally not helping people? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure that they could have like, they would still be making money. Big Pharma would still be making money if they sold, like I literally wish that they would cap certain things at $50. Like I'm willing to pay, literally, I'm willing to pay like for a 3-month supply of Dexcoms $50. I'm willing to pay that. And that would be without insurance. Like I don't think that we need insurance. Like I don't think we need all of these extra things. It's just like basically everyone's making money off of everyone else, and it's just honestly sad because there are people out in the world that really need, you know, these medical things, medical supplies, medical drugs. Like they need the pharmacy, like we do, and thank goodness that we have it. But at the same time, why is it so much? But also, why are people offended when I ask them a question? Like I never get offended whenever, like when I would wear my Dexcom on my arm. I had a mom who recently had her 7-year-old daughter get diagnosed, and I talked to her very freely about it. Like it was like, it's not a big deal. It's just an autoimmune disease, and if you're offended, then that just honestly says something more about you than it does about anything, which is honestly really sad. I think that needs to change. I think if you want people to be aware of your autoimmune disease, then you need to be nice about it. TBH. There's a couple times where I've gotten angry about it, but if you want people to have awareness on diabetes, like getting in the comments and being negative about it, being negative about people in their specific like diabetic journey, on what they're learning, it's just very interesting. I saw a video of this girl. She was literally talking about how like, I can't remember her handle. I can't remember the video. I don't even think I saved it. I think I just liked it and moved on. But it was on Instagram, and she was like talking about how she was like restricting herself because of, you know, she wanted to go back to eating the way that she had been before, you know, she was diagnosed with diabetes, and she was an older lady. And the comments were so hateful. And there were a few good comments, but they were just so hateful towards her. And I was like, what in the world? Like what are we doing at this point? Like why do you think it's like okay to get on the internet and be like, why are you restricting yourself? And to be completely honest, like it's okay to restrict yourself. Like if you have to restrict yourself on food, on people, on anything, because of your specific autoimmune disease, everyone should do it. Like, everyone should. I actually encourage every single person to get a biofeedback appointment, because that's going to show you some things about like your electrical current. It's also going to show you, like, I was shown that I was holding a lot of trauma just over from what happened the past couple of years. Like, I had a death in the family, multiple deaths in the family. I got diagnosed with diabetes. I started college. I literally turned 18 and I had no freedom because I had type 1, and then I got in a toxic relationship, and then he broke up with me because he didn't actually like me. Biofeedback is going to tell you a lot about yourself. It also told me more about like my thyroid issues than my doctor actually did, which is actually linked to celiac, which is actually linked to PCOS, which is linked to type 1 diabetes. So there's just a lot that like your body can go through, and sometimes doctors will not tell you things. They either, one, the doctor's office is not capable of doing a full examination or job, or they want to get more money out of you. And I don't think my new doctor's office wants me to do that. Like, they immediately gave me answers within the first doctor's appointment that I had. I think that the thyroid issues would have come up later in a conversation, but I think biofeedback's really good. You can know a little bit more about natural herbs and natural supplements that you can take. I think that using natural, because I mean, it's God's green earth, like, why are we not using it to its fullest? I think that we should be. And I have been taking a lot of supplements and have been doing actually really well with those supplements. I feel a lot better. My electrical current, I guess, feels a lot better. I stopped wearing my Apple Watch. I've wanted to get an Oura ring, but I don't really know about that because of the whole, like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know about the whole electrical situation, and I don't really want to like mess up my body again, if that makes sense. I kind of went on a little bit of a rabbit trail. What was I talking about earlier? Oh, diabetics. Such a fun conversation. It's just very interesting, like, just seeing how people react to certain things about type 1. And I think that everyone's on a health journey. I have talked about it before, but I just think that everyone's on a health journey, and I think that type 1 diabetes should be called something else. I really do. Like, there's way too many people that don't understand the difference in between type 1 and type 2. I think that type 1 should be called something completely different than type 2 because of the reaction that you get from people. I had a lady actually get mad at me for asking me about her diabetes. And she was very angry at the fact that I would ask her about it. And I was like, I'm a type 1 diabetic. And she's like, oh, so you think you're better than me? I only simply asked you a question, like, because I find it fascinating about Ozempic and how it's affecting type 2s. Like, I don't think it's good. I don't. Like, the vast majority of people should not be taking like, Ozempic for their type 2. Like, it's so bad for you. It's so bad. And the way that people are taking it now, it's just like really messing up their bodies and everything. And I think that we need to really be careful about the medications that we're putting inside of our body. I think that to a specific point, like, you're gonna have to live off of the pharmacy. For example, like, I have to go to the pharmacy to go get insulin. But I think that sometimes we just immediately go straight towards drugs instead of finding things that will help, that are from God's great earth. We don't change our diets. I think that that is a really huge thing that has really helped me. My blood sugar's been kind of wonky the past week because of my period, and it always happens. My period has always just never been consistent, and it doesn't matter what I eat, it doesn't matter what I do. I float high all day, so I have to take a lot more insulin. It's just one of those things that it's like, okay, what do I need to do to change to help myself? And I'm so thankful that, like, I still live with my parents. And I know I've talked about this a lot, but I am so thankful that I still live with my parents, because If I did not live with my parents, I literally wouldn't know what to do, because even though like I had my dietitian appointment, which I do think if you know your doctor's office has a good dietitian, please use them, please utilize them. I know that dietitians have a really bad rap, but the one that I have is amazing. She gave me a lot of really good resources, gave me some apps to download, food to look at. The only really bad thing about either being gluten-free or sugar-free is that they're never really in the same camp. Like, you really have to look for them, because like some of the gluten-free stuff, it has sugar in it. Some of the sugar-free stuff has gluten in it, which is so weird. I'm like, let's just make it gluten-free and sugar-free and everything will be fine. But you know, it's just kind of how the world is. I really hope that there can be some changes in the diabetic community. It took me 4 years to finally speak out about it on the internet. Like, I don't like talking about it. I don't like knowing people that I had it. Like, that was kind of where I was. And now I just don't care. I'm like, okay, like if you want to know that I have type 1, that's great. I tell people I have celiac before I have type 1. They're like, oh, so you're like gluten-free. Like, it's not a big deal. But like with type 1, it's like, it's a big deal. Like it's like a weird situation and conversation to have, because it's so interesting. Because like the biofeedback lady that I have, she was like, you know, you should be utilizing God's earth. And then my dietitian was like, you know, eating salads, eating grains every single day, because you're going to need that, because you know, lack nutrients. And that's what we should be doing. We weren't made to eat paint thinner and sugar all the time. Just saying. Like processed foods. Like, we weren't created to eat that kind of stuff. And so taking care of our bodies is so important. And I feel 90% better than I did last month. I don't want a little kid to be on the internet and to be a type 1 diabetic and hear you can eat whatever and you can do whatever and you can be floating at 300, you can be at 400, and that's okay. Like, yes, there are specific times where I have gone up to 300 and I just did my best. And yes, there are situations that do happen like that, but that shouldn't be a daily occurrence, because when your blood sugar hits over 200, your kidneys and your liver actually start breaking down. And so you're not taking care of yourself. Like, you want to live. Like, for a little kid to get on the internet and to see people be mad at each other over foods that they eat, over things that they do, is honestly really sad. I think that a kid should be able to live their life, but I do think that there needs to be some sort of matureness and some restraint when it comes to that. And a lot of times we like to talk about, you know, what's good for your mental health. And if you put it in that perspective, like, I've learned that what's good for your mental health is the same as restricting yourself on food. And I think that sometimes whenever, you know, we get on the internet, we get mad at other people because like you're not talking to them face to face, and it's easier to just type something out and just send it and move on. As in reality, maybe stopping and thinking like, okay, is this like a good like confrontation that I need to be having, or is there something that I actually do need to change? As one person with an autoimmune disease to another, like, this is how we're going to be treating each other, is with hate. And it's really sad, because people care more about either like race, ethnicity, about your gender, about everything else, when honestly we should be stewarding our bodies well. And yes, I'm a Christian, and yes, I do talk about it, but if you don't start with your mind and your body, everything else that happens outside does not matter. Like, it really doesn't. And there's so many different people with autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases don't target one specific race or group of whatever gender you are of people. It doesn't. Autoimmune diseases run across the board. And I think that's what we should be concerned about more of, is our bodies and taking care of ourselves, and honestly just being more mindful of where people are, because you don't know where someone is in their journey of having an autoimmune disease. Like, you don't know what they're going through. You also don't know the kind of identity crisis they're going through. And it's just, I could ramble about this like all day, but it's just very interesting, the interactions that I've had. And I have not talked about diabetes on the internet since I was 18. Like, I literally quit YouTube because I couldn't handle it. And I also wasn't making good life decisions at that point. So it's interesting to be in this totally different mindset and have people get mad because I want to have a different opinion about something. It's just weird. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's their own individual person. But it's just the way that you handle it. Where's my red one? I think it's in my backpack. Oh well, we'll just crack another one open. I have so much Space Camp, guys. It's actually sad. Like, I've been looking for the salty caramel for weeks. Coming down in New York City. Hey. Oh my gosh. I just want to do a really quick shout out to Space Camp because, as a type 1 diabetic, because as a type 1 who deals with high blood sugars and low blood sugars, your lips get chapped. Like, I'm just saying, like, your lips get chapped. If you don't have chappy lips, there's probably something wrong with you. But this has saved my life. I'm not joking. Whenever my blood sugar was not doing okay, I would put on Space Camp and I would feel like ready to conquer the world. I have used so many lip balms. Like, I actually still have, hold up. This is the watermelon paste stick. However you say that. Literally, carry this with me. It's an okay lip balm, but I'm telling you, Space Camp. Like, it's also like so much bigger too. Like, not me like doing an ad right now. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is not sponsored at all. But literally, I would carry my Burt's Bees with me and I would put it on and I would feel okay. Burt's Bees, okay? I started using Space Camp when I rediscovered the Sterniola triplets, and my lips have never been better. Like, and now that I'm making good life decisions for myself and restricting myself on certain foods, certain people, certain things, Space Camp is the way to go. I'm telling you, if you're a type 1 diabetic or if you're somebody with some sort of autoimmune disease and your lips are chappy, you've got to go buy it. Anyway, that was today's video. That was a lot. There was a lot of things that we talked about today. Guys, I wanted to show you my plants. I didn't really show you my plants in my vlog that I did on Sunday. Hold up. So this is a radiator plant. She's so pretty. She's so cute. I named it Sally. You know, my mom actually named it Sally. But also, like, Sally, when the wine runs out. And then I got a cactus. Ow. Like, stabbed me. My cactus. And I named my cactus Tucker. If you understand the reference, you will understand the reference. If you don't, I'm going to tell you anyway. Role model, aka Tucker, wrote Sally when the wine runs out. Anyway, those are my plants. They stay in my window, and I love them so much. Like, look at him. I probably should have named it Sabrina. His name is Tucker. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on those bell notifications so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.